Okay, so we're going to look at how to run some map growth reports. So from your class link, you'll click NWEA map. If you are like me and you've got a lot on your class link, you can always type it in the search bar up here. But either way, you're going to click this map icon, and that will take you to a website that looks like this. On the left-hand side, under View Reports, you're going to click Map Growth Reports. And from there, you're going to scroll down until you see this quadrant. It's called the Achievement Status and Growth Summary with Quadrant Chart. So that's the one we want. So go ahead and click on that. Leave these terms alone, term rostered, term tested. That's fine. We're not going to touch those. Your school may default. I know for teachers it does. I'm not sure for everyone else. But obviously pick your campus. Pick the teacher that you want to run. And then you'll have to actually select a specific Skyward class. And then leave this growth comparison period. We want to compare fall of 21 to winter of 22. We did not have map last year, so we can't compare winter 21, right? So fall to winter is our growth summary report. And then we want to create the report. And now this is a little too much because it's 8th grade, there's 3 tested subjects. So I'm just going to uncheck these 2 just so it's a little cleaner visually. But so what we're looking at right here is the student's achievement on the horizontal axis and then their growth on the vertical axis. So it's labeled here in this green box. Every one of these red diamonds represents a specific student. So these 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 students in the green box, they are high achievement, high growth. So they scored high and they grew a lot from fall to winter. That's great. Over here in the orange box, these are red diamonds, are students who scored low, but they made a lot of growth from fall to winter. So that's a celebration, right? They're growing, kids are growing, that's awesome, right? Over here in the yellow box, you can see it's high achievement, low growth. So they scored high, but they didn't make a lot of growth from fall to winter. And then obviously the red box is low achievement, low growth. All right, so this would be a helpful tool for teachers to think about who needs to be in which AI group, who needs tutoring, etc., etc. Now, if you were to scroll down, you're going to see something that looks like this, and I just snipped this just to protect confidentiality. So there's no student names, but these first 2 columns are the fall test, and these 2 columns are the winter test that they just took. So what I want you to look at is just this first student right here, their achievement percentile. So they scored an 89 on the fall. That achievement percentile is comparing that student to every student in the nation who took this test. Same grade level, right? Same content. So they were scoring in the 89th percentile in the fall. In the winter, they were scoring in the 98th percentile. So they made some growth. Now, what I want you to look at over here, so they have achievement percentile, that's comparing the kids to the nation, and then the conditional growth percentile. What the conditional growth percentile does is it compares that student to everyone who had their same initial achievement percentile. So in other words, this student was compared to all the other students who scored in the 89th percentile. And obviously, because this student made some huge growth from an 89 to a 98th, they are in such a high conditional growth percentile. Let's look at the second student in the second row, right? They scored in the 26th achievement percentile in the fall, so a lot lower than that student in the first row. But then they grew a lot to the winter test. They were in the 47th percentile, so 21 percentile points of growth. And again, they have a very high conditional growth percentile, meaning compared to all the other kids who started out in the 26th percentile, they made some really significant gains. So that would be like an example of low achievement, high growth in the second row. Now let's drop down to the last row. Okay, this student scored in the 11th percentile for achievement in the fall, and then went down in the winter, dropped a percentile point. So they have a very low conditional growth percentile because again, they're being compared to all the other students in the 11th percentile. So hopefully that helps you guys understand the map data and what to do and where to look. If you have any questions, reach out and email me. Thank you.